Hey man, no matter what the circumstances is, never let a nigga or a female get in the way of your success. Anytime they come back to apologize, hit them with a fuck your feelings. Fuck your motherfucking feelings, bitch. You ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't shit. Fuck your motherfucking feelings, niggas.
Y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't shit.
Y'all ain't shit, bitch. Fuck your motherfucking feelings, bitch. Y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't shit, bitch.
Fuck your motherfucking feelings, bitch. Wait, this isn't what I wanted to show y'all. This isn't what I wanted to show y'all. Okay, I seen this on my recommended. I want to see this. The most controversial reality TV show ever. Reality show, whatever the fuck you want to say. I wanted to see this. Because how controversial is controversial? You feel me? Like, I wanted to know. Shout out Visual Venture. I usually like his shit. How controversial is controversial? Like, is it like some bullshit controversial?
Flight, ironically, a better rapper than Biggie.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have Flight Reacts and Xavier So Based over Tupac.
Just when you thought reality TV couldn't push the envelope any
Yo,
further.
I want to get on reality. Yo, why did I just stutter? What the fuck just happened, bro? Reality TV show? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I feel like that would low-key be kind of fun, but kind of ass at the same time. Because, like, what if I got a shower, bro? Like I said, bro, I sleep butt-ass naked, so that's like, you feel me? Like, that's like, that don't work. It might be fun. I feel like it would be cool for, like, a little bit. Just for, like, the vibe. Just because I've never done it, bro. I like doing new shit. I like doing shit I ain't never done. This is why we're doing a 24-hour tomorrow. Yo, it's either you're here, or you're not. It's either you're here, or you're not. I'm not gonna lie though, when it hits 1 a.m., 2 a.m., when I start getting real tired and I start getting trolled by the scent, bro, yo, we might go on a abandon spree, bro. I might just be streaming the Nightbot.
Get a load of this new show called Kid Nation.
Just 40 kids with a chance to build their own society.
Our work is cut out for us.
This is the first time that he's ever been away from home his entire life.
They're not willing to intervene because money trumps responsibility when it comes to television.
40 kids to build society. Nigga, what does that even mean?
Kid Nation, Kid Nation, Kid Nation, Kid Nation, Kid Nation, Kid Nation rule.
So what happens when you send 40 kids into the desert by themselves with no—
What the fuck? What the fuck, nigga? Hello? Yo, bro. Whoa. All right. Yo, bro. All right. Maybe this. All right. Yo, this is a little crazier than I thought it was, bro. Honestly, bro, I think if you sent like 40, if I was in their timeline, right, and you sent 40 of them, I think I'd be head honcho, bro. I think I'd be the group leader, my nigga. You feel me? You feel me? Like, I'd be on some
adults and leave them on their own.
Everybody be laughing. I'd be on some on some net shit.
In 2007,
yo, that's how I be with the chat though.
Someone turned that into a reality show. This is the insane story of Kid Nation, the most controversial TV show ever. So my goal this year is to give you guys double the amount of videos without sacrificing quality. And to do that, we got to keep growing. So 68% of you guys aren't subscribed, and it would mean the world to me if you did. And I promise to give you more fire content on Visual Venture, and you are awesome.
Yeah, I might be one of them too.
An extreme
Zave over Jay-Z. Yo, I don't think that's ridiculous to say. I don't think that's ridiculous to say.
idea. Kid Nation started because one man saw a problem. A TV producer was worried that the reality genre was growing stale. To him, reality shows were supposed to be messy and unpredictable. But around 2007, most shows were safe and boring.
Yo, are there any like reality shows that's popular right now? Like, I know like Love Island popping right now. Like, would that be pause if I start watching that, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Like, my girlfriend be watching that, bro. But like, come on, bro. Like,
Chaltom, who is Jay-Z's son, greater than Summers?
Yo, wait, no, I'm not, bro. I'm not Jay-Z's son.
We asked his team, what's the craziest show we could possibly make? Something that would shock and entertain.
And this right here, bro, if I was ever on this show, I'm fucking cooking, bro. Like, nobody is touching me. These little balls, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. No amount of balls can stop me, bro. I'm literally going to run across them bitches like American Ninja Warrior, all that shit. I feel like I can do that, like that, bro. I feel like I wouldn't have no problem, no struggle doing this. This shit has
Love
never
Island fight Clamau, my girl got me hooked.
Bro, it's the thing about Love Island is like there's never no niggas on there, bro. Like, I want some real niggas on there, bro. It's always like Fuck.
entertain at the same
Have y'all seen the Drewski skit?
time. Their first big idea was to make it about kids, not just teenagers, actual kids ages
Gang
8
who would
to
slip in
15.
the beginning and leave out of embarrassment.
But what would those kids do? They found their answer in a disturbing book from the 1950s. In 1954, someone wrote a book about kids trying to survive without adults. It was called Lord of the Flies. In the story, a group of boys got stranded on
not your average black guy. I'm one of those guys you just can't get rid of.
Why is it only niggas like this?
I don't know. Tanner's super hot, especially because he's the only black guy in the house.
I don't know where this stands because I just feel like now you're kind of showing me a different side of you.
Am I coming into this house looking for love? Per se, no. If the ladies like me, they like me. If they
Bro,
want-
it just be irritating the fuck out of me, bro. I'm like, dude, we need some real niggas in here, bro. Like, we need somebody to be like, yo, hold on. Don't fucking touch me, bitch ass nigga. I will kill you right here, right now. Like, why do we never have niggas like
Nigga,
that?
why you look like Pat Mahomes' long-lost cousin.
on an island, so they decided to create their own
Probably because I fucking am.
society, and it did not end well. They turned on each other, they fought, and their new society descended into chaos. The story was unsettling. One review even said Lord of the Flies is one of the most disturbing books I've ever read. But when TV producers read the book, they had a different reaction.
When was the last time I read a book?
They thought the chaos would make great entertainment. The producers
I think last time I read a book was at least 2017.
finally
And
had their
instead
big
of
idea.
football, you became a gay streamer. Broken heart emoji.
Take 40 kids, drop them in an empty town, and
glaze,
let
pop
them
it
run
out
it
your mouth,
by
Greg
themselves.
Popovich looking, avocado looking, Bobby Boucher looking.
For 40 days, the kids would live by their own rules. No adults would interfere, just cameras and
What does
chaos.
this even
However,
mean,
the
bro?
producers would add competitions and prizes just to create
Who's
rivals.
sending their kids? Who's sending their kids out with nothing? What? Why is my phone, bitch? I just got a StockX fucking notification, bro. I'm finna lose it, bro. I'm finna lose my mind, bro. Why would you send your kid out with no adult, bro?
Looking
That's
back,
bad parenting, no?
it's obvious how extreme this idea was.
How do you bitch that? I know you've got safety at the forefront of your mind.
Like, that don't seem crazy, bro? Like, yo, we doing this reality TV show. All we need is your kids. What, my nigga? Yo, bro. Oh, I just clicked that. I forgot I even had these buttons.
Bruh. Nigga. Really, nigga?
Bruh. Flash shot. Oh my god, here a goon. Bruh. Flash shot. Oh my god, here a
goon. Y arriba yo.
We got new ones. We got new ones, bro.
Inevitably, though, the kids will begin to one another.
But like, no, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, we got an island and all we need is your kid, bro, and we're doing a reality TV show with your kid, bro.
Form a dominance.
All we need is your kid, bro. Like, you like, oh shit, bet I'm gonna pack my bag. They're like, oh no, yo, you can stay there, bitch. Who are you talking to?
Hierarchy.
Nothing like this had ever been done before, but somehow CBS approved the show. They picked the kids, found the town, got the cameras, everything was ready. But there was one last step. The kids' parents had to sign a 22-page contract. It basically said that no matter what happened on the show, parents couldn't sue. Not even if the contestants were exposed to uncontrollable hazards or worse.
And there's still parents that signed that shit. Yo, bro, and there's still parents that signed that shit, bro.
Child would be paid $5,000 for their involvement. The contract was unsettling, but they signed
for $5,000. Okay, wait, hold on, wait, for $5,000, I didn't hear that part. Wait, hold on. Wait, for $5,000?
Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.
For $5,000?
It's just a TV show. What's the worst that could happen? But the public...
Nah, actually, no. I'm still not signing that bitch.
Didn't love the concept. One reporter wrote, the show attempts to turn kids' unsupervised escapades and misadventures into entertainment. Even now, people on YouTube call Kid Nation the worst TV show idea and the nearly fatal reality show for children. But let's get back to the story. The kids were loaded onto a bus and driven deep into the New Mexico desert.
City kids, country kids, rich, poor, and everything in between.
Felt like an adventure, but things that were about to go wrong really fast.
Wait,
why
do they have to be kids though? Why can't they be like adults?
World.
Like what the fuck? This sounds like a Dan Schneider idea.
Viewers weren't so sure it was a good idea, but they couldn't look away.
I cannot believe we're watching this show. It's just Survivor, but with children.
The kids stepped off the bus into the desert. They were met by one adult, Jonathan, the host, but he wasn't there to take care of them.
Oh my gosh, look at this nigga, bro. Why do I feel like this finna go left field, bro? Why do I feel like something finna happen, dude? Why do I feel like something is finna happen? What's up with Jonathan? Why does he give me these vibes?
He was there to explain the rules, then leave. Jonathan made 2 big announcements. First, he picked 4 kids to be in charge. They were now the town council.
Members of the town council were the leaders of the society. They determined the rules and made decisions based on what the children did or did not want.
Then he gave them basic supplies to last 40 days. But there was a catch. They had to haul everything to the town where they would be living. This was barely 30 minutes into the show, and they were already doing heavy labor.
On the one hand, it's pretty discouraging, and we were having trouble with the wagon. Heavy. But on the other hand, it's almost encouraging because, you know, it can't get any worse.
The trek was long. The supplies were...
Holy shit, that was the fucking trek. I thought them niggas was already there.
Heavy, but they made it. Their new home was called Bonanza City, an empty, dusty town in the middle of nowhere.
Back in the 1880s, this was a thriving mining town. But then, lack of leadership, lack of resources, and lack of will.
What animal just popped up on my screen, bro? Was that a beetle?
Trying to leave it completely.
Yo, I seen a fattest spider the other day, bro. It was crawling on the floor. Matter of fact, I've seen 2 in the last like 3 days, bro. One was crawling on the floor, got that bitch up out of there. Another was on the wall, bro. I almost punched a hole through the wall, bro. I'm so serious, too.
And totally.
That shit would look like the Cartoon Network show, bro.
Here wasn't gonna be easy. One of the first things viewers noticed was the bathroom situation.
Wow. They had 1 toilet for 40 people.
And the funny thing was, there was a line of like 20 kids waiting to use the outhouse.
But that was just the tip of the iceberg. There was no running water. Their homes were old wooden cabins. For food, they got canned goods and dried beans. That meant they had to learn to prepare their own meals.
Here we have corn and tomatoes, good for stews, but not much else. Tomato juice, baked beans.
Yo, this is, wait. What the fuck do you mean they didn't have water, bro?
I hate these, they're disgusting. Canned peaches, canned apples.
Water would be like the bare minimum that they get, dude.
So had some farm animals and a town store. At night, they slept on paper-thin, dirty mattress pads. This was only the first episode. As soon as viewers saw the living conditions, they started blaming the parents.
Because I think the parents are liable here. Because I don't think like an 8-year-old is just like, Mom.
I just got the fucking gnat. Fuck that nigga. Bro, keep playing with me, bro. I'm tired of these bro.
Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Shutting shit down in the mall.
Bro, like, quit fucking touching me.
I was sending the
touching me.
Mommy, can you send me out into a desert with Jonathan Karsh?
The conditions were already tough, but things were about to get tougher. The next day, the kids were split into 4 teams or districts. Red, blue, green, and yellow. The main reason for this was so the producers could organize competitions. Here's how it worked. Every few days, districts went head-to-head in showdowns. Their performance decided their social class. The team that came in first became the upper class. They didn't do chores. Second place became the merchants. They worked in the town store. Third place became the cooks. They had to cook and wash dishes for everyone. Last place became the laborers. They did the hardest jobs like cleaning, picking up trash, and hauling water. The kids didn't invent this system.
Where the fuck are they getting water from?
The producers did, and it worked. Everyone wanted to be in the upper class. No one wanted to be a laborer, so they were motivated to win at all costs. But something about this system felt harsh, and viewers noticed right away.
The greatest thing is that the weakest and worst group in these challenges do all the physical labor and the most amount of tasks.
This part is stroking my left ear and you got the right.
Yeah, we tag teaming his shit,
It felt like the producers were trying to make things even more difficult. On day 3, the kids had their first showdown. They had to race to pump water. The faster the finish, the higher.
This seemed like some old shit you see on Cartoon Network, bro. I fuck with this, bro. You know what I fuck with on Cartoon Network? I like this shit. I liked Hole in the Wall, and I liked What was that shit called, dude? What will happen? That shit was fire as fuck. That shit was fire as fuck. Like all the reality shit, yo, that shit was fire, my nigga. Yo, bro.
Class. The red team won, becoming upper class. The blue team came in second. The yellow team was third, and green finished last. So they became laborers. But there was one more twist. If all the teams completed the showdown within an hour, the entire town would win a reward. The reward came with a tough choice. The kids had to choose between something they needed or something fun. After the first challenge, the choice was between extra outhouses or a TV. They picked the outhouses. Why? Because the television would be a distraction for all the work that needs to be done to build Bonanza City. There was one last
I was like, bro, did they pick the TV, bro? I was like, damn, nigga, like the game really that important?
thing the kids needed to do, and it was the most important step in building a new society.
Every 3 days, the pioneers come together for an old-fashioned town hall meeting.
Who is unhappy with the job that the council is doing?
The town hall meeting was where kids could discuss issues facing the town. They could complain, argue, or even
so what if everybody here just jumps the floor?
Stand up and give a speech. It was part debate.
Let me not put that out in the air like these aren't kids, bro. Like, hold on, wait, let me chill, my nigga.
Part group therapy. The meeting was always run by the town council.
Nah, but if I was one of the kids, bro, and like one of these four is telling me what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing and what's going on in the city, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, this nigga gonna have to get his ass whooped, bro. It just is what it is, my nigga. Yo, bro, no, it's not happening.
4 leaders of each district.
This is why they don't put me on shows.
Be quiet! All the council leaders have a really important announcement to make.
The town hall wasn't just about talking. It was a place where a kid could quit the show.
Nobody is voted off, Kid Nation. You only leave if you want to.
At the very first meeting, that's exactly what happened. 8-year-old Jimmy, the youngest kid on the show, stood up and left. Jimmy didn't quit because of the chores or the food. He left.
Have to be, my nigga. Like, damn, like, bro, what? Do they get to talk to their kid at the end of the day? Like, what do you even say to your kid at that point? Like, yo, how's your day been? Like, oh, shit, yeah. You know, we moved about 500 pounds today, but, you know, it's like, holy shit, little Timmy, like, goddamn, my nigga, bro, they putting your ass to work. Not once did they think like, yo, oh, that's horrible. They was like, oh, shit. Well, hey, Timmy, the check just cleared, man. Hey, Timmy, the check just cleared. Timmy, the check just cleared. So, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. We just got the money. We just, hey, it is what it is.
He missed his family. But for those who stayed, there was a reward waiting, a big one. Each week, the town council gave out a gold star. It was supposed to go to someone who really helped the town. Someone who worked hard, fixed problems, and gave moral support. And the gold star came with a cash prize.
Never mind.
It's a 2-pound star.
Never mind. I do want that shit. I'll take mine. You feel me? Hey, never mind, bro.
That's literally worth its weight in gold. $20,000.
The winner got $20,000, and even more important, they got to call home.
Yes, this is Alex. You'll not believe what I have to tell you.
After days in the desert,
Alex,
that phone call meant everything.
I just won a gold star and it's worth $20,000.
Everyone wanted to win a gold star, so they worked harder. They were more helpful. They stayed strong. But not everyone cared about the money. Some just wanted to make
not too much. Yo, not too much on Alex, bro. Alex literally just won 20,000. Shit, what the fuck did you do with your life, my nigga? Yo, Alex literally is up 20,000, bro.
To the end, to make their parents proud. But the real problems were just starting. The chicken episode. With each passing day, life in Bonanza City got harder. Their biggest problem wasn't.
Yo, I need chapstick, bro. Like, I keep licking my lips, bro. Like, I literally can't focus right now. Wait, go ahead. I'm playing it.
Chores or sleep. It was food. Most of the time, the kids ate beans and rice because that's all they had, and they had to cook every meal themselves.
Well, when we first started planning for dinner, I realized that a lot of us haven't done anything like this before.
We need enough for 40 kids. Eat it over and way too much in there.
The kids were struggling. Then one day, the town leaders called a meeting. They had a big announcement. Everyone was sick of eating the same thing every day, but there was a way to get something better. Chicken. The kids were excited. They couldn't wait to bite.
No. Okay, yo, okay. All right, this is where it fucking starts, bro. Yo, this is where it starts, bro. Hold on, my nigga.
Into some chicken. Then they saw the problem. The chickens were still alive. If they wanted to eat the chicken, they had to do what needed to be done. Viewers knew the show was pushing the limits, but this was insane.
A group of 8-year-olds have to crowd around a chicken and somehow clean it and then cook it and not along the process.
It turned into a huge debate. Some kids treated the chickens like pets, so they didn't want to hurt them. Others didn't care. They wanted to eat. A few kids even locked themselves in the chicken coop to protect the chickens. And one girl threatened to quit the show if they ate the chickens. But in the end, the majority voted to go through with it. They were going to eat the chickens. Then came the next problem. Who was actually going to do it? That's when Greg stepped forward. Greg was 14, and he had worked as a butcher's assistant before.
Oh, come on, Greg. Come on, bro. This is where it fucking start, bro. This is where it fucking start, bro. To be honest, bro, I'll be with all the rest of the kids, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, we talking about killing chickens and shit. First off, no racial. But I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not, no. I know you see me. You see this shit? This my money. Yeah. Model. You feel me? I'm not killing no chicken with my bare hand. No, y'all got it, bro. Y'all can figure it out. I'm gonna be waiting at the dinner table, waiting for my my chicken breast, bro. And a wing and a thigh. I'm not gonna lie, I had that shit today. Fire as fuck.
Greg
had a chicken breast today, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. What do y'all think is the best part of the chicken? It gotta be the breast. Yo, the chicken breast, bro. Holy shit. My goodness, bro. It go chicken breast. Then it go chicken breast. Then it go thigh. Then it go no. Chicken breast, leg, maybe
enough
wing,
chicken
bro.
talk, Krog.
Maybe wing, bro.
Grabbed a hatchet and did what needed to be.
Nah, wing is cool. I wouldn't even put wing
Give
up
me
there.
your chicken breast.
I wouldn't even put wing up there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think it go chicken breast, leg, whatever. I don't know. What else part of the chicken do we be eating, bro?
Done. It was unsettling. If anyone still thought this was a game show, this moment proved it was real. At least to the kids. The chicken debate was a major argument, but it wasn't the last. Because the kids started turning on each other. Heroes and villains.
Oh shit.
The kids in Bonanza City didn't really get along. For one thing, they came from different places. Each kid was different. Plus, they were tired and cranky. So it was no surprise when they started fighting.
I find that really funny that you say you were nice to everybody on day one. You treat me like I'm not gonna treat you good.
But the adults didn't try to calm things down. The cameras just recorded everything. They thought the drama and struggle made great
Wait, hold on, is that Greg? Yo, Greg, who are you feeling like, bro? Like, just because you killed one chicken, like, I don't want you to get it fucked up, my nigga. I'm not a chicken, my nigga. So watch who you talking to, bro.
TV. This became the most controversial part of the show. Some viewers thought it was cruel to record young people in these difficult situations.
Was this not awkward to film? And you're just silently filming him cry? What are you, monsters?
The class system made everything worse. The laborers had to do the hardest work. They felt like they were just servants.
I'm a laborer now. This morning I got up at 6. I scrubbed toilets, I did laundry, and I hauled a big barrel of water.
Meanwhile, the upper class didn't have to do any chores. They just sat around while others worked. The arguments kept getting worse and worse.
Right now, the only people I respect are you on the Green District. If you all have my back, then I have your back. That's all that matters in this entire town.
I'm going to be an individual thinker, thinking individually, thinking my own thoughts. I'll work with
these niggas is going at it right now. Like, holy fuck. Like, this is how y'all niggas is feeling?
with you guys, but I'm not going against what my own principles and values are.
Soon, one kid became the center of the drama. Her name was Taylor. Taylor was only 10, but she was one of the most disliked people in Bonanza City. She was loud. She refused to do her chores.
Yo, imagine if this shit happened now. Holy shit. There's another gnat! Fuck! Like I was saying, bro. Yo, imagine if this shit was happening now, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this would be fucking horrible. Like, you'd be even worse of a parent that you already are, bro. If this happened now, bro, and people went on Twitter and started talking about your kid, bro, like, holy shit. It'd be 10 times worse. This is 2007, so them niggas still had dirt sheets and shit.
She didn't care if others were mad about it. When people
They
complained,
be on that bitch like, yo, hashtag Tori's a bitch. She needs to get it together. Like, it'll be like a 12-year-old girl, bro.
she always gave the same answer. Deal with it.
If anybody has a problem with it, you're sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
Taylor quickly became the villain of the show. At least that's how it looked. But she wasn't the only one causing trouble. Even the town council created problems. The town council was supposed to lead the town, but some of their decisions only caused more fighting.
Wait, okay, wait, time out. This is 100% Off topic. Nearly 1 million Fortnite players are said to receive their fair share of 126 million in Fortnite. Yo, how do I do the refunds, bro? Yo, how do I do the refunds, bro? How do I do the refunds? How do I do the refunds?
Like when they try to combine everyone's beliefs into one religious service.
And what we were thinking was to have just one religious service for everyone. And we would like choose a couple people from the different religions to come and speak.
Not everyone liked that idea. Some kids didn't want to share their religion. Others didn't want a service at all. The argument split the town even more. And some viewers thought this showed how messed up the show really was.
But this could be a great learning experience if there was a mature person to actually teach them about these types of situations.
Even after the debate, the chaos continued.
Got $100 yesterday?
I don't see anything.
Are you dead ass? Wait. Can I refund everything or is it like select few, bro? Wait, somebody let me know. Wait, somebody take view with me. Wait. Cause like, how much can I refund, my nigga? You know what? I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. My little lineup kind of crispy. It's kind of crispy, bro.
No, dude.
I bought it in 2017, though.
It looks like all our laundry and all our water is frozen in.
I think the town definitely really needs some law and order because the people are just doing whatever they want, whenever they want.
And when things got too hard, kids started quitting. Jimmy, the youngest kid, already left during the first town hall. Later, 2 more kids followed him. So 3 kids left Bonanza City before the show ended. Each time someone quit, the town grew smaller but stronger. The ones who stayed felt like survivors. Then,
why would I even lie, my nigga? I would never lie. You know? Hey, bro.
Raised a red flag. A few weeks into
I would never lie, allegedly, my nigga. Hello?
filming, New Mexico officials got an anonymous complaint about the conditions at Kid Nation. Inspectors tried to visit the set, but they were turned away several times. Eventually, the producers convinced the authorities to back off, so the show continued. The kids stayed in Bonanza City trying to build a town, but even as things fell apart, one thing never stopped: the showdowns. Every week, there was a new showdown, but some viewers didn't like these challenges at all.
In episode 8, the showdown that they do is just an immature and idiotic idea from the...
One of the worst challenges involved gum. The kids had to chew as much as they could in 1 hour. Then they used the chewed gum to color in a giant picture.
Not only is it extremely unsanitary and unhealthy for everyone involved, but there are multiple kids here with braces.
But not all challenges...
I'm not gonna lie, bro, that shit hurt too, bro. Like, if you chew gum for mad long, especially if you like... You gotta chew multiple pieces, bro. Your jaw start hurting and shit.
Were this gross. One showdown was all about history. Teams were given pictures of US presidents. Then they had to line them up in the correct order. Other showdowns tested their strength. Kids had to crawl, climb, or carry something. And everyone wanted to win, because winning meant you were in the upper class. And losing meant you had to pick up trash and do the worst jobs. However, a new type of contest also happened on the show, and it turned Bonanza City upside down. Democracy or disaster. Remember, Bonanza City was run by the town council. There were 4 kids, 1 from each district. But there was a problem. The council was getting power hungry.
Technically, we make the decisions whether they like it or not. They're just gonna have to deal with that.
These council members...
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old me, bro. I'm not going for that, bro. That nigga would've got fucking smacked, bro.
Weren't chosen by the kids. The producers picked
You
them.
would've got smacked like, what's the chick that was holding the kickball? Once again, yo, the chick that was holding the kickball, I apologize. The chick that was holding the kickball, I apologize. I did not mean to smack you back in 3rd grade. That was my bad. You was holding the kickball, tried to hit the kickball, I hit your face. That's my bad. But that's how I'm doing that, nigga, bro. You feel me? Like, what do you mean we're gonna do it whether you like it or not? Nigga, you're gonna have to see me.
But that was about to change. Most kids were sick of their leaders.
Good fucking shit. You up today, my nigga. You up today. So right, you're up today, gang.
With a huge announcement. There would be real elections.
If anyone wants to run against them, raise your hand.
This was the kids' first taste of democracy. They had to campaign, they had to compete, they had to convince their friends to vote for them. The toughest battle took place in the Yellow District because they didn't really like their leader, Taylor. Taylor was the same girl who told people to deal with it when they complained. Running against her was Zach. Zach was likable and hardworking. He was everything the kids wanted.
Let's
The
go,
election
Zach.
got messy fast.
Yellow District. Will it be Zach or Taylor?
Let's go, Zach.
Here we go.
Kids took sides. The campaigns were
Just
loud.
clocked
They were
in.
screaming
Was that believable? You think YouTube gon' think I have a job?
matches. Then finally,
No, YouTube knows we don't have a job. YouTube
it was
knows
election
that.
day. The kids lined up. One by one, they cast their votes. The leader of the blue and green
Yo,
districts
who's the target audience for this exactly? Like off rip, bro. Like honest question, who is this like really made for, bro? Like, is this for like adults, bro?
kept their seats. The red district voted for a new leader. But all
I mean, like, I like what if adult me, if one of my homies said, yo, bro, I've been watching Kid Nation, bro, that shit real crazy. Like, yo, it's getting insane. Like, I'm gonna look at that nigga like, okay, all right.
eyes were on the yellow district. Taylor versus Zach, the one everyone was waiting for. The votes were counted. Zach won and Taylor was out. Zach jumped up and yelled.
It could be worse though. Love Island for 8-year-olds. It could be worse though. Niggas could be watching Big Mouth. Yo, Big Mouth was funny, bro. When like I was forced to be inside and watch Netflix and shit on quarantine, bro. And then I got older and I'm like, bro, this is literally a cartoon about like little kid fucking going through puberties and shit.
Taylor tried to stay calm, but she wasn't happy.
It's gonna be real hard for me tonight to get used to sitting on the low benches compared to the councils.
Yo, once it clicked, I was like, yo, bro, I literally can't watch this, bro. I was like, I don't know who this is for, bro, but this is not for me. This is not for me.
The kids were learning how to vote, how to lead, and how to build something. But the show was coming to an end. The
Big
show
Mouth
lasted
was a
6
CIA sup. Gays are simple.
Yo, Big Mouth, I don't know what it was, bro. Big Mouth, I was like, yo, this is honestly the weirdest shit I've ever seen, bro. Like, one day I just woke up and my eyes just opened. And it opened for All American too, bro. All American 100%. That shit was mad good, bro. And then, like, one day I just opened it up and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching, bro? What am I watching right now, my nigga? Like, do better, bro. You're 20 years of age. Like, come on, bro. Get a fucking grip.
weeks. On the final day, the parents arrived in Bonanza City. The kids ran to meet them. It was emotional. Some kids gave their parents tours of the town. They showed off their cabins and even the chickens they prepared.
This chicken feet from the chickens we chopped up.
Man, they don't get no fuck.
Then it was time for the final town meeting. Jonathan, the host,
I don't
gave
know a single person that watched Big Mouth.
it the last announcement.
Head outside.
Yeah, I watched Big Mouth.
Grab your bags and say goodbye.
But I think they had a couple episodes where they did nothing but talk about dicks. And then I was really just watching it, just sitting there like, You know, I was just like, I was like, Okay.
Each other for the last time ever.
You know, you go back and watch like the Dan Schneider shows and like all the show, all the scenes where they showing feet and shit. That's exactly how I was feeling, bro. I was like, you know, it's kind of weird. Like, oh, okay. And it'll be a next scene. I was like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird thing to say. All right. And someone else show up. I'm like, okay. It's kind of weird too, nigga.
We will miss you and keep building a better world.
The experiment was over, and that's when the backlash began. Millions of angry viewers. Kid Nation aired in September 2007. CBS thought they had a hit. The ads made it look really exciting. But once they hit TV screens, everything fell apart. Viewers weren't impressed. They were horrified. For starters, many parents hated the concept of the show.
Being a young single mother like myself, I wouldn't feel safe sending my 8-year-old child away alone by themselves.
One review said, this has to be the work of an escaped mental asylum patient, right? Who funded this? Child psychologists also slammed the show.
Is this exploiting minors for the sake of entertaining the American public? My guest, child psychologist Dr. Susan Bartell.
Then major news outlets ripped the show apart. One reporter said Kid Nation used contestants as fodder for fun and profit. One headline read, Kid Nation, reality TV gone too far? But people weren't just shocked.
Like, how do you even like How's this even happen, bro?
They were asking if the show was legal.
They're not willing to intervene because money trumps responsibility when it comes to television.
Child safety advocates accused the show of violating child labor laws. Their biggest concern was how much work the contestants did. The network scrambled to defend Kid Nation. They claimed the set was more like a summer camp rather than a place of employment. They also said medics and psychologists were nearby the whole time. So according to them,
they trying to get their ass. They trying to get their ass.
Kids were always safe, but critics weren't convinced. Another issue was the emails. After the show aired, families of the kids received emails from viewers. Some of these messages were quite harsh. Then the kids themselves started speaking up. Some said the producers fed them lines to create more drama. Kid Nation became a full-blown scandal. Of course, not everyone hated it.
Ship my kid off for $5 grand. Why not?
But that support wasn't enough to save the show.
What the fuck? Wait, was she being dead ass?
At first, Kid Nation got strong ratings.
Wait, was she not trolling?
9 million people tuned in for
Yo,
the
why
first
did he just make it seem like she wasn't trolling? Wait, she was trolling, right?
episode. Then it dropped to 7 million in episode 2. By the final episode, fewer than 7 million people were still watching. The backlash was so intense that CBS never made a second season. The network hoped people would forget the show and move on, but they didn't. Years later, former contestants started speaking out. They shared their stories on podcasts and interviews.
No way.
Some said the show helped them grow. Others said it wasn't a positive memory. Today, Kid Nation is considered one of the most controversial reality shows ever made. It's used as an example of how far producers will go for ratings. And if this is what we call reality TV, maybe we need a reality check. Visual venture.
Oh, that was a bar. Oh, that was a bar, nigga. Oh, that was a bar. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's how we're gonna start running. That's how we're gonna start running CGG, bro. So you feel me? We need a head council, bro. We need some servants, bro, and we need some whatever the fuck is in the middle, bro. Good visual.